Subscribe and hit the bell so you never miss our latest videos. Join the fun in the BTW Vault.
No countouts, anything goes. Your referee is Tony Hunter.
Continues between Mr. TA and Todo Loco. There will be no rules in this matchup. There will be no controlling these men. They've brawled around many a building. They've implemented many an object of weaponry. And Todo Loco, springboard crossbody early, sends TA to the outside. Things always get wild when Mr. TA is involved. He's so angry all the time.
And he's already got a chair. This is going to be short work for Todo Loco.
Mr. TA always yelling at people, threatening to get people thrown out of the building if they chant TA sucks. I shouldn't have said that too loud.
You really want me to call this show by myself? Ratings would go up. On the DVD, ratings would go up. That's how talented I am.
Yeah, if you were alone, it wouldn't be suitable for kids. There goes Todo Loco.
Well, neither is Loco Supreme there. Diving all over the place, almost taking out kids.
He's a lucha star. He's from Tokyo, Mexico.
Whereabouts?
Ah!
I don't know where that sheet metal's from, but that hurts. Where exactly is Tokyo, Mexico?
It's a little bit east of Mexico City, Japan.
Ah.
And a Loco with the object. That sheet metal used by both men in the very early going. And notice the officials following them. There's not going to be countouts. There's not going to be disqualifications. Let's get a conclusive winner.
Is it really fair for Todo Loco to have? I mean, he's got that hair that's got to be at least 3 inches thick.
You're complaining because someone in this match has thick hair.
Yes.
Let's see.
They must do that in Guadalupe, China, or Tokyo.
Well, TA got the victory over Todo Loco earlier this week in Tennessee. Do you recall that?
I do. That was great. I love that.
Well, maybe you can do it again.
I love Mr. TA. That's Mr. TA.
I understand. These guys have traded wins all across this country, and you can see they've left the damage in their wake. Garbage all over the place as TA looks for some salvation.
You better not be coming up near us. If they do, you're talking to yourself because I'm going to be gone.
Oh, they're making their way up into the balcony. And we'll follow it as best we can. A great crowd here, as always, for Big Time Wrestling. Huge mass of humanity in danger. These guys aren't going to stop. It doesn't matter if there's innocent casualties or not.
TA should just dump them right over the balcony.
Well,
That'd be very effective.
What? There's nothing stopping them. I got to admit that. I think Todo Loco would have something to say about that.
Probably wouldn't be able to understand it.
And they're going higher still. We could fight on the roof. They are at the very top of this building and still beating the heck out of each other.
Look, that little kid there, he's trying to attack TA.
He did not.
He should take him out too.
We do have to protect these youngsters. TA doesn't have any respect for anybody. Man, woman, child. TA hates everybody.
Him and I have always gotten along very well.
You're the only person.
A people person.
Because of that whole Mr. business, isn't it?
It's Mr. TA. Not Mr. Mister.
Well, Mr. TA went downstairs on Todo Loco. That's not very respectful.
No, but it's legal and effective, I might add.
Not there.
Whoa! What was that?
Fans having a great time here at Big Time Wrestling. Not so much Todo Loco, though.
Well, we are certainly in Bluefield. I believe that was the mayor, actually.
It was not. Oh, look out, there's a staircase right there. And Todo just hurling garbage cans at TA.
Really caught Mr. TA in the side of the head.
Reckless abandon. You can see the mob following this display of violence throughout this building. Thankfully, back on the ground floor. Jeez. You can see that can just bounce and spin with the velocity it was hurled at TA. And now they're throwing drinks at each other. Chair to the back. TA is hurt. Is TA's nose busted? Well, TA may have a trickle of blood in his nose from some of the onslaught we've seen thus far. He certainly seems to be in quite a bit of pain and discomfort.
If I know Mr. TA and Jose Can You See or what? The Mexican guy from Japan.
It's Todo Loco.
Todo Loco. If I know them, there's going to be a lot more bloodshed than just that trickle there. Now he's just hurling items at him. Is this a hardcore match or super sloppy double dare?
Was that? What was that? Like a coffee can we were using as a raffle ticket holder or something? They're using everything that's not nailed down. The cliche is true here.
I'll tell you, this is
Traffic cone.
certainly a physical challenge for Mr. T and Todo Loco for that matter.
On the merch table.
Well, I hope nobody was planning on buying those DVDs. Might be half off now.
My God, they've destroyed the concessions. They've destroyed the merchandise. They've destroyed each other. Now what?
He's trying to run away. Loco's had enough.
No, he's not.
He said, Mr. TA, please no more. I give up now. I speak Spanish, by the way.
Loco's at the top of the bleachers. Cross body, and for a moment landed on his feet. Amazing agility. And the high risk paid off. TA is hurt.
Todo Loco seems to have tweaked that knee as well. That's what he gets.
Ouch. Well, Todo Loco has no fear. He'll risk it all. Sometimes it pays off, sometimes it doesn't. But he will fight until he can't fight any longer.
I think we're finally on our way back to the ring here. Though you never know, there's more plunder. There's plunder all around this building. Should pick up one of these little brats and throw them at him.
And another garbage can. They've utilized all the building's garbage cans. Let's find a spare under the ring.
Well, sometimes you gotta take out the trash.
Easier said than done. Loco able to drill TA. And TA is feeling the worst for where Todo Loco exploding with a very, very well-timed counter. TA looked like he was looking to finish Loco off, and there you see the after effects. TA is hurt badly. That steel, maybe one of those sharp edges, just sliced the head of TA wide open. It is all Todo Loco at the moment.
And these fans are cheering. Poor Mr. TA. Lots of blood, and they're cheering. What does that tell you about these people?
It tells me that they know this is a no disqualification match. It's fair game. It's what you said earlier.
I didn't say that earlier. I know what I said.
You wanted him to throw Todo Loco off the balcony.
Well, I figured that was just legal.
All right, then. TA now backed into that open chair. Measures him. Drives him down. TA sandwiched between flesh and steel and almost got beat.
It's going to take a lot more than that to put away Mr. TA.
I'll give credit. TA probably has the highest pain threshold out of anybody in big-time wrestling. We've seen him in so many countless wars. But Todo Loco is probably the only guy that's hung with him step for step along the way, and Loco got hung up in the corner. TA dodging out of the way, and TA with an opening. Buries both feet right to the short ribs. He's not going for style points. He's going for brutality.
Well, the name of the game is to get a win, to get a W in that win column. Something Mr. TA knows a lot about.
He knows a lot about this, too. The infamous table.
Is that the infamous table?
What?
You said the infamous table.
Yes.
Is that the one? That is a Mr. TA approved table.
Well, yeah, it's not the one and only table, but whenever you see a table in the hands of Mr. TA, you know bad things are to follow. Todo Loco shaking off those chair shots somehow. Oh, and TA got drilled. And that cut's got to be opened up even wider now. There you see. It's not a pretty sight. It's not for every member of the family, but it's a harsh reality of the dangers of professional wrestling.
Does Todo Loco speak English as well, or do all these people just understand Spanish? He yelled something to them.
Well, I think the language of pro wrestling is a universal language. I think everybody can sense what's going to come now is going to be really cool. Loco high risk. Elbow, and the table does not budge. TA is body sandwiched once again, And BC Steel, you can attest when the table doesn't break, oftentimes that hurts even more than when the table does break.
Well, absolutely.
Oh.
We're going to have an issue there, but there's really nowhere for your body to go, so all that weight came crashing down with no give. And I think they're chanting for one more. That's the kind of people here today, Joe Dombrowski.
I want to see a conclusion.
I certainly wouldn't be cheering if that happened to Todo Loco.
And there you see, well, that remains to be seen. That leg of the table buckled under the weight of these men. We're talking somewhere between 400 and 500 pounds onto that table, and then you add in the velocity of Todo Loco off the top rope. Certainly, that's a sturdy table to still be standing in any shape or form. That's a sturdy wrestler, TA, to be back on his feet. Reversal. Puts the brakes on. TA dropped again into the table, but again, no budge, no give. TA's body's given, but the table's not. Look out. Oh, nobody. Oh.
That was awesome. I want to see that one again.
Didn't you just say that you wouldn't laugh if Todo Loco was on the receiving end?
I don't remember that at all. Oh, that's what he gets.
Well, it looks like this has turned into a gut check, almost an impromptu table match, as both these men seem determined to beat the other and the table. And again, TA rolls snake eyes. I tell you what, Todo Loco and TA, I have all the respect in the world for them, but I think the toughest competitor in this match is the table.
What's he doing now? This can't be good.
Not in the least. Up and down, all of his weight driven right into TA. Cover. And a kick out.
Now, would that have been a victory for the table or for Todo Loco?
I think, well, Todo Loco is... The table didn't sign a contract to compete, I'm pretty sure. What is this? That's a piece... That's not the metal underside of the table. Todo Loco is holding like a spear. Ow! TA had no idea what hit him. TA was stunned, dazed, still out of it. Todo Loco. Hail Mary! But it didn't pay off.
Can we get a medic to the ring? We need to clear the pieces of table and little pieces of Todo Loco.
TA with a cover. And TA defeats Todo Loco again.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of the Bluefield Brawl, Mr. TA!
Mr. TA begins to pull ahead of Todo Loco in their ongoing series. This rivalry far from over still. This entire building is in a shambles after the brawl we've seen between TA and Todo Loco. There's your victor. Mr. TA, bloody and battered, but victorious here in Bluefield.
Ladies and gentlemen, that was one hell of a match. Let's hear it for Mr. TA and Todo Loco in that Bluefield Brawl match. Wow. Also, ladies and gentlemen, while our crews here clean the ring up a little bit, I'd like to take a moment to once again thank you all very much. Because you know what? You guys have been awesome this afternoon. Give yourselves a round of applause, please. Please. I I've had a chance to talk to a lot of you when you came in, and you guys have been great. We thank you for your support of Big Time Wrestling. Again, thank you very much for bearing with us with the weather situation from yesterday. We definitely appreciate your support. We have a Richard Soros continuing up north of Boston coming up in a couple of weeks, and we've been all up and down the East Coast, and it's great to be back here in West Virginia.